Hello! We recently got an Abyss reset, and this time around it's much easier than the last one. I especially felt that because this cycle I do have strong answer to the mechanics, but didn't have it the previous time. So I want to compare how it feels like playing with shill and without it. Let's take a look at the general strategy. Our enemy is not the bosses, but the Abyss timer. We have only 3 minutes to get full stars for each chamber. When you are playing the mechanic and have all the promoted characters, the run is pretty relaxed. Each team can complete its half, maybe around a minute, so you have a lot of time to spare. When you're not playing a mechanic, you have to brute force, or basically bring your strongest team. And you need only one strong team, because it's very rare, like never happens, when you don't have an answer for both sides. So what you want to do is somewhat play a mechanic and complete it as fast as possible on the one side, and on another side take your time with the strongest possible team. In 6.5 Abyss, our mechanics were on the first side, bring Pyro and maybe some grouping, and on the second side, a Lunar Bloom team. 6.6 Abyss is very straightforward, it wants you playing melt teams, the first side Cryo character melting on Pyro, and the second side Pyro character melting on Cryo. These are arguably promoted character for each Abyss. Previous cycle it was Durin and Nefer teams, and this cycle Loen and Mavuika teams. So in 6.5 for the first side I decided to use Durin because I have him to meet the Pyro requirement, and on the second side my strongest team, which is Arlecchino Mel, just to brute force everything. And for next cycle I don't have Loen and Mavuika, but I have their alternatives, so I use Ganyu and Lyney. Now let's take a look at gameplay. We start with the previous cycle. First chamber isn't the problem, we have a pretty easy boss on the first side, just hit it with Pyro to fill this circle and deal damage to him. At one moment in fight he will create a cryo shield, and again because this team can deal with cryo shields pretty good, no problem. So let's fast forward to this phase right away and finish the fight. And the quick note, so nice to be able to play Raiden. She's such a great character. Now the second side, of course, at first has a trash mob that will just waste your time, so let's deal with him really quick. And now the actual fight begins with this abyssal dog boss. He's not that scary, so I have plenty of room for mistakes, which I actually need. Because here he summons his friends and creates a shield. I'm trying to destroy it, but I'm just short on time, so he jumps me. Fortunately, he doesn't get any crazy resistances, so I can continue fight as usual. The one thing is you really want to kill it before his second shield phase, because if you don't, well, it's over. My gameplay is pretty bad, but fortunately not that bad, and I can finish the fight just in time. Now second room. First half isn't that bad, we have a couple of trash mobs and then an easy boss. But the problem is that these mobs are wasting our time, as well as the boss. And we need all the time we have for the second side. And right now I'm trying to finish the fight as fast as possible. All these efforts to face an angry mushroom. This little guy isn't tough when you have Dendro on a team, but I obviously don't. And he has insane resistances. This is why I need both Citlali and Shilonen on the team. And still, this fight is pretty long. So I will speed things up. Also, he's not very cooperative. From time to time he becomes super big and just tries to murder your character or runs away from you. All in all, this is a funny little boss that is maliciously placed here to kill a lot of Abyss runs. And we go to the last chamber. We start with another overgrown plant, and we don't have the best match against it, but it's good enough. Once again, we need to fill the circle on top of the enemy for the boss to do the mechanic, and we can do it with Pyro and Electro. It is so funny how every new enemy has some kind of circle mechanic. Fill the circle, deplete the circle, make a circle. Anyways, after I walk in circles after this shocking realization, I'm able to swiftly finish the fight. Just a couple of Inazuma Shines Eternal, and it's done. Finally, the last torture chamber. May this abyss never repeat itself again. Once more, we have a trash mob before the dessert, the crab. We can do absolutely nothing with the crab mechanic, so we just have to wait it out. After amazing 30 seconds of interactive gameplay, we can finally DPS the crab. This fight has 3 issues. First being crab can kill you through the shield. Second is that Arlecchino for some reason prefers to attack the seeds on the ground, so you need to run away from them. Also that it can explode and again kill your character. And the last thing is that the crab can get his shield back, and if he does, well, it's over. Overall, this is not a fun abyss without shield characters. Fights are long, uneventful, and pretty boring. Bye bye, abysmal abyss cycle. Murasat in contrast is so much fun. Enemies lineup doesn't have cringe lunar bosses, mechanics are pretty favorable for the older characters, and the HP amount of mobs isn't crazy, so it's doable with older teams. I'll just leave the gameplay here. Enjoy! Okay, it is done. Now let's compare the total runtime for each abyss. 6.5 reset took 8 minutes and 6.6 took around 6, which means that in your reset I played weaker teams to get better time. Well, I wonder what happens in the future. And that's it for now. Thank you very much. Goodbye.